let's dive and explore. Are you the mask, or is there something more? The face in the mirror, the truth or disguise. Let's peel back the layers, see where it lies.
Who are you really? Are you beauty or desire? A spark of love or just a fleeting fire? Are you the warmth that can heal a soul, or the burning flame that consumes control? Are you the gaze that lifts or betrays, a shallow attraction or a radiant blaze? Tell me the truth, when the passion's through, who are you really? What defines you?
Who are you really behind the eyes? Are you the surface, or do you rise to truth, to love, to compassion's flame? Or are you just playing a masquerade game?
Who are you really? Are you thunder or peace? Do you lash out loud or let the storm cease? Are you the fist clenched tight with disdain, or the calm master releasing the pain? Do you build with your words or tear them apart? Is anger your mask, or the ache in your heart when the rage subsides and silence falls? Who are you really when the anger
Who
calls?
are you really behind the eyes? Are you the surface, or do you rise to truth, to love, to compassion's flame? Or are you just playing a masquerade game?
Who are you really? Are you wealth or need? Do you count your worth, or let your soul bleed? Is your treasure the gold that glints and blinds, or the love and peace that enrich your mind? Are you chasing more, or forgetting why, or giving freely with your heart held high when all fades away and the games unwind? Who are you really? In the end you'll find. Who are you really? Are you pride's tall wall, standing strong or afraid to fall? Do you hold on to things that you know won't stay, clutching at shadows that slip away? Are you tied to the world, or free to soar, letting go of the chains, craving no more when you strip it all back and the ego dies? Who are you really? No more disguise.
Who are you really behind the eyes? Are you the surface, or do you rise to truth, to love, to compassion's flame? Or are you just playing a masquerade game?
Who are you really? Are your truths untold, a light in the dark worth more than gold? Are you the love that forgives and heals, the compassion that knows how another feels? Are you the calm, content with less, the humble soul who reflects true blessedness when the masks are gone and the mirrors are clear? Who are you really, my friend? Draw near.
Who are you really? I ask once more. A soul divine, or a mask you wore? In truth and love, you'll find your place. In compassion's light and humility's grace. Who are you really? I ask once more. A soul divine, or a mask you wore? In truth and love, you'll find your place. In compassion's light and humility's grace.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are back again. The camera's over there. I don't know why I was looking that way. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. It is Monday, 2nd of December, 2nd day of December. We're closer and closer to Christmas, so I hope everyone's getting in the festive spirits. To get us started, I thought we'd talk about spiritual bubbles. Baubles, you could call them, spiritual baubles, you know, in the festive spirit. I know a lot of people are weird about, well, I say a lot of people, a lot of woke people are weird about saying Merry Christmas or festive times or festive season, and they just prefer the blanket term of happy holidays, not to offend it. Yeah, we don't do that here. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas thing, Christian thing. Well, pagan/Christian thing. So, you know, festive season. But anyway, welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Welcome back. Oh, we got D in the chat. DD. See, I remembered. I'm learning slowly. But it's weird. I actually did think about it before. I was like, I'm going to have to remember to consciously not say gospel, because I've been saying gospel for so long. So, yeah, I'm trying my best. So, I might slip up here and there, but you know who I'm on about. How are you today, Gospel? D. Wonderful day. Wonderful day. Hope you too. Yes, awesome day. Thank you very much. And yes, DD. Yes, I'm trying. But it's gonna be hard to break an old habit of calling you Gospel. So I'll try my best. Welcome back, everyone. How is everyone today? How is everyone starting off their Monday? Camera day. How's everyone with this Mondays? Hope the week started off good. Hope today was interesting. Hope you learned something new. Second day in a row for me streaming as well, but it won't be a long stream like yesterday. Although yesterday was relatively short compared to most streams I've done in the past. An hour and a half ain't that long, but today will be a lot shorter. Probably going to be aiming around the half an hour, 40-ish minute mark. So yeah, it's just a chill sesh, quick little chat, talking about spiritual baubles, and yeah, we'll do a little back and forwards. Obviously, I'll read the comments as usual, but it's not going to be a long-winded one today. So thanks for joining, whoever's here. I can see there's some ninja watches in the background. Welcome, everyone. I might as well say the spiel right now since I remember to. If you're new here and you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit the bell notification and select all so you get all notifications. If you liked the content, and only if you like the content, drop me a like on the video. If you don't like the content, then drop me a dislike. Either way, I get feedback. Also, drop a comment after the video finishes or in the chat and let me know what you think. Or if you've got any questions generally throughout the conversation, you're more than welcome to chime in with questions. That's what this is supposed to be, a conversation. So conversation typically takes two. If you guys want, I'll do my standard thing. I'll sit here and I will, what's the word I typically use? I'll give a speech. I don't like giving speeches because then it's just about what I'm saying. I'd rather hear about what you guys are going to say, see if you guys can bring light to things that I cannot. You know, it's all about sharing. Sharing is caring. Anyways, D's dropping some chat. Doing good. Either way, fine. Awesome. Good Monday. It's shorty. Ninjas, come on in. Yes, ninjas, come on in. Don't feel shy. Like, share if you like, subscribe, and if and only if you like. Yes, exactly. Thank you very much, D. Talking to myself. Yeah, I love it. Well, it's not even, the thing is, for me, it's talking to myself in the sense that I'm usually going through situations in my head or scenarios, like even if I'm like, do you know how like you meditate and you clear your mind and stuff like that? After you learn to do that, you also learn to bring stuff in to deal with, because it allows you to become stronger and wiser and whatnot. So yeah, sometimes I'll just sit here and think to myself about loads of different situations, and in those situations I'm just talking to myself and I'm just like well, talking to God, really, not talking to myself. But while I'm talking to God about that situation and trying to get clarity and understanding, he gives that guidance and understanding that I then am able to learn and extrapolate and hopefully employ in life. Because that's the key aspect of everything. It's in the actual doing. No, you could know all the theory in the world, but if you don't know how to build an engine, you'll never drive a car, you know, regardless of how much theory you've got. Unless you can do it, you'll never drive a car. So yeah, it's all in the doing. The proof is in the eating. Proof is in the eating of the pudding. Not in the pudding, but in the eating. We've got some more chat going. D says no problem, D. Gospel, sorry, Gospel Propagees, welcome back. Says good evening, guys. Good evening. Suvi's back as well. Good evening, Suvi's. D says me tick a lock. Propagees says how goes it, D? Yeah, this is hopefully this isn't going to get confusing with the two Ds, because sometimes I get called D. So, Gospel's a D, and I'm just a man, or I can't think of anything else. Yeah, just a man. My name will be fine. So yeah, we'll just leave it as that. So don't call me D again. Nobody else call me D. Just because I get confused. Too many similar names. Everyone doing the niceties. I love it. So this is Howdy Stranger. Subi. Good evening. D and D or D and D and D. Yeah, the thing is, I like D and D as well. Oh, camera there. I like D and D as well. So I was thinking maybe sometime in the future. I don't know if channel goes in this direction, since I like the idea of D&D. I've never played it. I've watched so many different shows. I would love to play D&D in like a little group setting. Think it'd be an awesome experience. But that would be cool. So it could be D&D with D, and if you join, D. So yeah, we'll get all the D's in. It'll be D and 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 D. We'll get all the D's. Probably is. So what you're saying is there are double D's? Nice. Yeah, noise. Noise. That's the meme, isn't it? Wait, he does it like this. Hold up. I can normally do this. Nice. That's it. I hope you got that on the audio. It took me a while. My hands are a bit cold, so I was flicking a bit hard, and yeah, it wasn't making the right noise. So sorry. I'm not sorry, because you know what I mean. I'm just having a bit of fun at the moment. We haven't even gotten into the subject of the today, but I'm glad. We're having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying my little rendition of the noise. D says I could be called. DD says I could be called Double D. Sue says D is demand. DD equals gospel. Okay, cool. We could try and hopefully remember that. Hopefully I remember that, to be honest. Oh yeah, D and D. Probably user says, is there a reason for that? Because I'm treading very carefully. Right. Remember, guys, PG. Keeping it PG. You're doing well so far. I like the balance you're keeping there, the boundary line. But yeah. What, your whistle D? Okay, so that's me. I'm good for now, thank you. Oh, in order to the yeah, that could have helped a little bit, but I think it was just mainly my fingers being a bit too cold, so I was just flicking a bit too hard. I wasn't getting that right. The little, because it's not a proper flick where you just flick hard. It's this flick where you flick and bounce back very quickly in a very acute timing that creates that little indentation to then make that sound. That's the science in my head anyway. That's the way I do it. I'm sure someone will come back with a video on this someday. There's usually like a science girl or something. She does YouTube videos. Check her out. She's good. I think it's Science Girl. She does like little videos and stuff on trying to debunk certain myths of why people think certain things happen. She's like, actually, let's just double check that and see if that's true with all the modern technology we have now, and see if we could say yes, that it was a good hypothesis when it was made, but unfortunately, due to the technology we have now, we can see that it was wrong. But it means that we learned something new. Really good channel. Physics, English hard. Physics Girl. Check her out. I enjoy her content. Oh, so he says it'd be louder. Yeah, probably, maybe later as a goodbye before I end the stream. Oh, camera's a little bit out of focus. Let's do that again. Here we go. Maybe at the end of the stream, I'll give it one last go. Rated PG, D and D. D and DD. Probably says we've descended into the gutter, but I love it. It reminds me of the time when a woman asked me to give her an innuendo, so I gave her one. I'm sorry, I don't know why I started going off into that French accent. It was when the way you spelled gutter, the gutter. So I was like, I think the French accent went well with it, though. If it was okayish French accent, if I say so myself, could have been slightly better, but it's been years. Suvi says, "Oh, you flicking from the outer part? Yeah, that's what you do. It you flick the outside of the cheek. You have to figure it out. Figure it out. I'm not teaching how to make bubble noises, which is quite ironic. Bubble noises. French. What's an innuendo? Innuendo. That's the. I think that was Joey Tribbiani. Innuendo. Or was that a Friends reference? I think that was a Friends reference. Someone will. I think Propaganda should know. He'll let me know. Yeah, Google it, Suvi. Innuendo just means something that has two meanings. But yeah, Google's your best friend. Always ask Google first. D is in a bubble. We're all in bubbles. We're all in bubbles, aren't we, of some kind? So that's. Thank you very much, Didi. We're back into the swing of things. We're getting back into the lane. Let's get back into the lane. Didi going to pop the bubble. No. You pop one bubble, and the thing is, there's a bubble outside that bubble, and that caught us. And that was the bubble that I wanted us to be in all along. My master plan has come to fruition. Saying something suggestive, a double entendre. Yes. All right, cool. So yeah, let's get into it. The bubble, spiritual bubble. What am I talking about when I say spiritual bubble? Have you guys got any ideas what I might be talking about when I say spiritual bubble? What's your ideas at the moment? Just so I've got an idea of your levels of where you're coming from, what you guys are thinking. Gospel DD says bubble will splatter. Paint bubbles are beautiful. Yes, so what are they called? Paintballs. Paintballs are beautiful as well. They hurt a ton, but they're so beautiful, honestly. Oh, they're so much fun. But yeah, I know that's not where you were going, but that's where my mind went. Yeah, probably they're still giving the definition of innuendo. Bubble trying to keep in a peace. Bubbles always trying to keep in a peace, but bubbles don't last forever. So bubbles aren't about inner peace. Bubbles are about good suggestion though, there, Suvi. Because the thing is, no matter what you do, you can't make the bubble last forever. You can make it as thick as you want, or whatever, and add more. There's a special chemical they use to make it thicker. It's the same one. We're back in the gutter. It's the same chemical they use for KY jelly, which is a lube. So they use that in the bubble making procedure when they want to make really big bubbles. That's how they do it. They add that special chemical in there that then gives it that latex ability, that flexibility to then make really huge bubbles. But yeah, even they don't last forever. So yes, it's not about inner peace, because inner peace is forever. Inner peace is always forever. But good suggestion. Propaganda says double bubble. Everyone loves a bit of double bubble. I don't think double bubble happens anymore though. Most companies don't do double bubble. For those that don't know, double bubble is basically double your money. So like when you used to work on bank holidays, you get paid double. You got paid for the day times 2. So you got paid for 2 days for doing 1 day's work. They used to even do double bubble on Sundays back in the day. So a lot of companies, if you just worked a Sunday, it didn't have to be a bank holiday. It was just you worked a Sunday, you got double bubble. Sometimes they did triple bubble on bank holidays. Each company was different, loads of different schemes, because obviously back, I don't know how we got into a history lesson, but we got into a history lesson. Back in the day, they wanted people in the workforce and they wanted people to work longer hours. So they were always enticing them with overtime and this, that, and the other. Before you knew it, everyone wanted it. It became the norm. And now all of a sudden they're going, actually, we don't want to be paying as much for the overtime. We don't want to be giving all these incentives. What we'll do is we'll change the contract so anyone new who joins the company doesn't get any of these benefits. All the old ones will die off. And now the new workforce will be working 6 days in a week, stupidly long hours, doing whatever we want from them with no added benefit than a basic salary. So yeah, I don't know how I got into. I think I got into that from the double bubble. So yeah, tangent, but hopefully it was interesting. Sui says, "Oh, you have a world of your own in your bubble." Kind of. Yes, that's more along the lines, but slightly different. But yes, along those lines. Suvi says PVA glue. Yeah, but even that, once again, like I said, that bubble doesn't last forever. It will slowly deflate amounts because of the pressure inside, because the air pressure inside compared to outside, so it will kind of like crinkle up. It won't be the bubble, and you won't have that shape or the translucentness, or it's not a bubble at that point. You've just made like a papier-mâché round thing. Propaganda says bubbles can represent the end of an era and the beginning of a spiritual awakening. Can they now? I did not know that. That's cool. Where did you get that from? Is that like any particular teaching? Is there a particular meaning behind it? Is that I can understand the end when like a bubble pops, but the spiritual awakening, that's well, I've got an idea of what it could mean, which is related to what I'm going to be talking about. But I'm just wondering where you're coming from, which angle. Gospel says preserve your bubbles. Bubble bath, peaceful. Yeah, I miss bubble baths. I used to have them a lot as a kid. The best thing about bubble baths, and I'm sure you all did this, don't even lie, is when you're sitting there and you make yourself a nice big Santa Claus beard and you just sit there and you just play with it and you just pretend like you're like, ho, ho, ho. Or just me. So we said I thought it was a gum brand. Not sure what the gum brand was. So are we still on the bubble part? Are we expanding the bubble? Not expanding the bubble ish. Expanding? No, not expanding the bubble. Bubbles can symbolize the brevity of life. Okay, brevity, good word. I think that means fragility, I'm guessing, in that context, or the quickness. Let me just Google brevity, just to concise and exact use of words in writing or speech. Shortness of time. Yeah, exactly. Boom. So yes, exactly. And exactly meaning yes, I understand what you're saying. Bubble can symbolize the brevity of life. Yes, they're very quick. Yes, you're more along the lines of what I was going to touch upon and some other aspects. So you guys are doing great. You're understanding the. You guys are going to have no issue understanding what I'm going to say then. Thank you so much for giving me that little bit of feedback. All right, Gospel says, watch John Travolta, Boy in Plastic Bubble. He comes out. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Yeah, I hope it's not going to be a long drama thing. Don't get me wrong. Dramas are cool. They got the emotional roller coaster. That's the whole idea of a drama. But I kind of disconnect with movies, with dramas, because yeah, it's not like real life drama. Real life drama hurts, people, and fake movie drama is just like, oh yeah, it's just a movie kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it because I do like some dramas, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'll watch the trailer. Thank you very much, Didi. Let me just write that down on my little whiteboard. I've still got the omelette du fromage. Oh, and I also put the mountain pics up. I noticed you saw them there, Gospel. You already gave that a like. Thank you very much. I hope you like those. So those were from back in 2017 when I did the climb. And the note I was making was the boy in plastic bubble. Thank you very much, Didi. I'll check out the trailer. See if it's my cup of tea, or if I'm in the mood for it. Because that's the other thing. You always have to be in the right mood to watch certain movies. Well, I have to anyway. D will come out of his bubble. Are you in a bubble, Propaganda? Propaganda says Google Gemini gave me that about bubbles and spiritual awakenings. Okay, cool. Gemini, spiritual bubbles. Okay, cool. Something about manifestation, the light of interplay. Cool. Between spirit creator, the former, and the created. Interesting. All right, I'm going to get to the bottom of these comments, and then I will actually start saying, because I've been reading comments for about 20 minutes. It's been great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. There's a great interaction. I love the feedback. I love the conversation. It's brilliant. But I did say this is going to be about 30 to 40 minute stream, and I do want to say what I gotta say, and then I want to let you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings. I don't want to make this too late. I want you guys to have a nice evening. It's Monday. You've still got the rest of the week to go. So, take it slow, take it easy. And if you trust God, trust God. It's all going to be good. You're going to be set. Didi says, yeah, we won't lie. Lather a beard. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lather a beard. Do you remember Mr. Matey? No, I don't know Mr. Matey. Sorry, Propaganda. If you could remind me, I might know of him, if that makes sense. This is Bubble Watch Hour. We are aware of what you're saying, D. Can play it on here. Living in a bubble, baby. Living in a bubble. Propaganda says the link is for a back in the day bubble bath. Okay, Mr. Matey was. Oh, yes. Oh, was it like a bottle with the hat, the top hat, the top cap was a hat. It was like a sombrero kind of thing. I have a vague kind of like recollection of like seeing a bottle like that as a kid. So maybe I did have a Small Soldiers one. I know I had a Small Soldiers one. The movie Small Soldiers, when that came out, they made the little replica toy soldiers, and that was like filled up with bubble bath stuff that they parents bought, and it was like, hey, cool, you got bubble bath and toy, 2 in 1, win-win. I don't know why I went on that, but it's all good. Yes, love the mountain pics. Thanks for sharing, Dee. No worries, Dee. Thanks for help. You gave me a good reason, because I haven't had access to my Facebook or my Instagram for a while, so it was actually good for me to actually get access to it, check up on messages and blah blah blah, and actually find these pictures as well, so I could share them. So yeah, thank you as well for getting me to go back on there. Appreciate it. Probably says, have you guys seen The Awakening 2011? Watched it over the weekend and liked it. No, not seen it. If off the top of, actually, do you know what? If it was in 2011, more than likely I have watched it. I was watching quite a few movies back then. I'm a big movie buff, as you can tell, movie and TV buff. I like stories, as you know. So I made a note of that, so I'll check that out as well, the trailer. Yeah, so I probably have watched it, but I just can't remember it. After I watch a couple of minutes of it, or once I see a trailer, it'll click in, and I'll be like, yep, cool, yeah, seen it, remember it, good or bad, depending. Gospel says, have to be in the mood for John Travolta bubble. Cool, okay, good, thanks, no. Probably says, Google Gemini is Google's generative AI. Cool. Yeah, I've been using Google generative AI, but I didn't know it was called Gemini. Cool, thanks for letting me know that. Haven't seen. That's good. Thanks, Jfu. Welcome back. Says underneath of this bubble, fizzy bubble, the fizzy bubble. Oh, please tell me someone gets that reference. The fizzy bubble. Everybody loves the fizzy public. I just want to make the world silky smooth. Oh, I hope someone gets these references. Underneath all this bubbly and smiley man sits a very serious man. He's unchallenged, yet a word of advice: don't think you will be protected. You are not made of glass. Wow, that's deep. Okay, underneath of this bubbly and smiley man sits a very serious man. Oh, that rhymed. Did it rhyme? No, man rhymed with man. No. Underneath of this bubbly and smiley man sits a very serious man. So I'm guessing this is about me. So I'm going to try and analyze. Yes, I am very serious, but I like to play. You know, everyone wants to have fun. Everyone wants to enjoy life. You know, that's the whole point of life, is to enjoy it. Learn as much as you can and grow to enjoy it to its fullest, not enjoy it minimally. You want to enjoy it to its fullest. So in order to enjoy it to its fullest, you have to be not so serious all the time. You know, serious but not serious. It's a balance. It's a balance. So yeah, no, it's not your one. I was thinking about this today, actually, because I was thinking there's a lot of people that go, oh no, be your true self, be your true self. And I'm like, bro, you don't understand. There's so many angles to one person. There's so many different angles to one person. If you're kind and loving, and then people are, oh, you have to be kind and loving for the rest of your life. Oh, that's you. That's the real you. No. That's one aspect of me. I could be kind and loving, yes, but I could be angry and an asshole as well. That's another part of me. I don't like expressing that part of me because I don't think it's the best qualities of myself, but it's there. I don't reject it. I don't deny it's not there, but it's not something I like to indulge in. You know what I mean? So you don't have a singular person as just one thing and that's it. Everyone has so many different spectrums to them. They're a mother, they're a father, well, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, all these varieties of relationships and dynamics, and then all these hobbies. They're artist, they're a dancer, they're a, you know what I mean? There's so many different aspects to different people. So when people are like, oh yeah, you're not really you because I saw you once and you were like this, I'm not saying that that's what you're saying here, by the way, JFU. It's just a linked thought I had in regards to when people typically say just be yourself and, well, be the real you. It's like, yeah, no, be the real you, but you have to understand the real you isn't just this monotone, singular thing and that's it. No, there's so much variation to yourself and so much depth to you as a person. That's why you have to do the inner work. That's why you have to find yourself, find all these different parts of yourself. Don't just look at one part of yourself, go, oh, that's me, that's found me, boom, job done. No, no. Everyone's multifaceted. Just like everything in life is multifaceted with different perspectives, so are we. And I'm sure you guys know this from experience, you know. But anyway, let me just carry on with this poem. Very serious man, he is unchallenged yet. Unchallenged. No, I am challenged every day. Life is a challenge constantly. Otherwise, I wouldn't be growing. Challenges could be harder. Yeah, for sure. I could be starving. I could be homeless. I could have an arm missing. I could have an eye missing. I could be hunted to the ends of the earth. I could be, I don't know. I could be gravely ill. There's a billion things that can happen in my life that can make me seriously challenged. So yeah, it depends on your perspective again. What is not a challenge? What is a challenge? But yeah, but it is what it is. Yet a word of advice. Okay, don't think you will be protected. You are not made of glass. Don't think you will be protected. I think God protects everyone. So it's not about me being protected. I think God protects everyone. You are not made of glass. Not made of glass. I don't know. I don't get. I'm sorry, J4. I don't get that. You are not made of glass. People don't typically want to be made of glass because that means that they're fragile. And you're making it sound like I've claimed to be made out of glass. Don't think you will be protected. You are not. So it's like, don't think. You've confused me, bro. I've tried my best with it. You've lost me. Try again, and maybe I'll understand the next time round. Who knows? Proggies says, I'd love to hear what you think happens at the end. I think that's about a movie that we were talking about earlier. Okay, we'll have to watch a share. Thank you. Thank you. There was a Mr. Matey and Mrs. Matey. I put a link there for the ad. It's only 30 seconds. Cool. Nice one. That one there. Oh, no, that's the music. Oh, thank you, Gospel, for dropping the music links. Appreciate it. Japheth says, greetings to all. Wonderful D coming back into the world, coming home again. Prabhupada says, watch the awakening. I'd like to hear what you think happens in the end. Oh, is it one of those cliffhanger situations that you kind of have to decide what you think's gonna happen at the end? No, I kind of like. I don't like them, but I like them as well. I think if they're done well, they could be really well done, and it's a really good thing to do. But if they're done really badly, then yeah. So, but since you like it, Prabhupada, and you seem to have good taste in what you watch, because it's usually the same as what I watch. So yeah, it should be good. I look forward to it. I might watch it tonight. Who knows? You know, since we're hopefully going to be stopping the stream early, I might do a little movie night for myself. Gospel AI bubble song, maybe. Typically, what I do is if I've come up with a song idea, it'd be something I might have wanted to talk about. So yeah, I could possibly do a bubble song since now I've talked about it, and you guys should hopefully it should make more sense when it comes out. So yeah, that's a good idea actually. But then I think for most people, when they just listen to the bubble song, they'll be like, "Is this guy on drugs?" Yes, but no, that's not the. I'm joking. That's not the reason, though. It's not the reason. But yeah, AI bubble song sounds good. Maybe D will show it here. I couldn't see the link, and I want to get to the bottom of these comments so that I could do the little bubble combo, and then at the end, if we've got time, I will do the flickety pop. The flickety pop. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. I'll do the flickety pop at the end, and we'll play the advert at the end as well. So if you could keep hold of that link and then post it again towards the end of the stream, I would appreciate that. Thank you. If not, I'll just scroll up and find it. But that will just be a nice little easy thing for me at the end. But no stress if you can't. Gospel says girls just wanted to have fun. That's what they really want when the working day is done. Girls just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah, but it's guys want to have fun too as well. This is the thing. It's like guys, if like I mentioned earlier, paintball. If you've ever seen a bunch of guys going paintball, trust, it's painful, but it's so much fun. You know, it's a different kind of fun. Like I said yesterday with the story about climbing the mountain. For me, that was fun. For my friends, they were like, "No, let's sit around and drink. That's fun." So it depends on your level of comfortability. So yeah, girls want to have different type of fun. They just want to have chill fun. In regards to that song, whereas guys want to have fun by destroying something, typically themselves, and building themselves up stronger and better. Gospel says you can be a puzzle D, thousands and thousands of pieces, 3D, 6D, because we're all the Ds. Propaganda says to Jafu, you are made of glass or not made of glass. Being made of glass makes it a bit more sense. Don't you think you'll be protected if you're made of glass? Metaphorically speaking, of course. Ooh, okay. Propaganda may have been able to make sense of what Jafu said. You are made of glass or not made of glass. Being made of glass makes a bit more sense. Don't think you'll be protected if you... Oh, okay. Yeah, don't think you'll be protected if you're made of glass. That I can understand that. Okay, don't think you'll be protected if you're made of glass. The thing is, I could think of a few different things to say in regards to how God still protects regardless of blah 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 blah. But we all know the spiel with that, God is the main man. But for me, I don't know. I just had a funny thought, and it just reminded me of that video I showed recently, a little while ago. I don't know if you guys remember. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you guys will remember. It was that video of the Japanese technique of fixing broken pottery, where when pottery breaks, they fix it with gold, and it leaves a really beautiful looking, unique pot, which is then passed down from generation from generation from generation. If it was just its own standard, bought in the shop and never broken and never nothing unique about it, it would just get thrown away with everything else eventually. But the one that's been uniquely made and then put back together with the beautiful pieces with the gold seam, yeah. And I'm just thinking, broken glass, technically a stained glass windows, loads of pieces of glass put together into a beautiful mosaic. So yeah, being shattered and rebuilt by God every time, I'm guessing you're making different beautiful pictures every time. And I guess that's how you grow. And you maybe start off as a picture of a little seed. And before you know it, where you've been broken, shattered, and put back together by God so many different times, the picture ends up becoming a beautiful lotus flower. I don't know. Just my way of thinking. But yeah, you're welcome to your way of thinking. But I don't obviously subscribe to that whole. You have to have this prescribed way of being. It's like, no, you need to be a level of growing, yes, but the being, you could express yourself in different ways and do different things and be slightly different to other people. You don't have to be a carbon copy of everyone else, or you know what I mean. Every single flower you see in the world isn't exactly the same. Variety is important. Uniqueness is important. Even two flowers, got two roses together, neither of those two will be identical to each other. The way the rose petal comes out on each of them will be unique to each one. The smell, the strength of smell will be unique to each one. The chemistry inside will be slightly unique to each one. So the DNA, I'm guessing as well, will be slightly different or slightly unique. You got us humans, we got a typical human DNA, but we're different in between that human DNA. So uniqueness is important, and it's not about being rigid in this way of protecting yourself and just be like, oh no, nothing can hurt me. Oh, I'm constantly on guard. No, you have to be able to open yourself up to go, okay, no, I am. If something bad happens, I trust God will put me back together. You have to have that faith. That my perspective, my frame of mind, my way of looking at things. Obviously, if you found a better way that suits you, you're more than welcome to go ahead with your methodology. But yeah. Man in the mirror. Thank you very much, Gospel. Loving that. Oh my God, you guys are still killing it with the chat. Oh my days. I don't think I'll ever get to the bottom of this chat. You guys are trying to keep me overtime, aren't you? And without the overtime, without the double bubble as well. Probably say he's working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Damon is challenged. Hey, I love a challenge, but sometimes I've got to, with the way the sentences were, I was just like, I don't want to misread it and then make something else mean something, and then he's trying to explain it after I already thought I've understood it, and then yeah, I just thought, look, just come back to me with it, and hopefully I'll get it the next time round. I've told you guys it before. I am slow. I am super slow. It takes me a while, but when I get there, I'm there. Time after time, you say go slow. I fall behind. 5D chess, exactly. Or I think there's 5D Klingon chess as well. I think Sheldon played once. Challenge the challenge. Propagator for the shirt. Suvi says, even if glass shatters, you can join it with gold and you could be a new. Exactly, Suvi. Exactly, like I said. But I'm guessing you said that after. No, sorry, before I said what I said. And then DD as well says the same thing. Try again. Shattered pieces become the masterpiece works of art. Yep, we are all on the same wavelength. I'm loving it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even if you shatter D, you can rebuild yourself into an evolved version if it makes sense. Yep, perfect sense. Perfect. We're all on the same wavelength. Loving this. Loving this. Propagator says yes, with the awakening, the ending is open to interpretation. Cool, sweet. I'll watch it tonight, and hopefully I'll do a stream tomorrow, and maybe we could have a little chat about it. We could do tomorrow. Could be a chill stream. You know, we done a lesson chill yesterday, lesson chill tomorrow today, and then we'll just do a midweek. It's a Tuesday. Midweek chill stream tomorrow. Tuesday's the new midweek. You can rebuild him stronger, better. Exactly. Like it left to interpretation. Oh, Gospel says to DD says, do you like it left to interpretation? Some things are good like that. Probably sounds like $6 million man. Yeah, exactly. We can rebuild him. Guys always have fun. Yes, exactly. Suvi says Bubble Bubble Pop by Hyena Tune. Don't know that song. Absolutely, or the Bionic Woman, because glass is fragile. Yep. Let me tell about. Oh my god, these chats must have been so old. I just didn't get it for so long. Sorry, guys. Let me tell about the D and the D's bubble bees. Oh, sorry, bubbles and the bees. Exactly. The D's and the D's and the bubbles and the bees. Susie says God has angels, gifts of God. Dee says we were never promised a rose garden. Maybe. Gospel says break chains. Yes, always break chains. Propagator says yes, Lindsay Wagner, not as good as Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, most beautiful woman ever. I don't know either of those, I'm afraid. But it wasn't to me, it was for Gospel. So Dee. She can tie me up with a special truth telling rope anytime. You're right, Giza, Wonder Woman. Yeah, truth rope. Don't hear what D not saying. Hear what D saying. Don't hear what D not saying. Hear what D is saying. Don't hear what D is not saying. Sorry, this is going to take me a second to understand. Don't hear what D is not saying. Hear what D is saying. Yeah, exactly. With me, don't try and read between the lines. There is no lines. If it comes out, that's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know. Yeah. I don't like playing games. I don't like liars. I don't like lying. I think life is complicated enough to keep track of all the lies you tell and to play all these silly games. It's like, that's how you get peace of mind. If you're not playing any of these stupid games, you don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So peace of mind, it's simple. You don't play stupid games, you have peace of mind. So that's, yeah, with me, don't hear what I'm not saying, hear what I am saying. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, Dee. Give the Gospel says D got the smiles today. Thank you. Propagator says sounds like a plan. Chill tomorrow in out of your bubble. Just didn't get it. stream rolled on without you. Chill tomorrow in. You just didn't get it. Stream rolled on without you, D. I guess I didn't get it. I didn't get that last one. Sorry. Bobby Giza says, "What the two most beautiful women on TV during the late 70s and early?" Yeah, I didn't watch it. Not my thing. Wonder Woman was my thing. Gospel says, "Keep it simple, D. Yeah, we don't hear what you are not saying. We hear what you are saying." Yeah. No. Perfect. Cool. Bobby Giza. Silly Games is a tune. I didn't know that's a song. Awesome. I finally caught up with all the chat. As promised, 50 minutes later. But it's my fault because I have to comment on everything you guys say. I have to. It's just I like conversation. I like to see where things lead and see if I can gain further understanding. But anyways, back to the bubbles of the day. Before I do that though, okay, thank you. Alrighty, so bubbles. Now to start off with the battery dead there. All right, to start off with the bubbles, I wanted to explain about what something Proper Geezer actually touched on earlier. It was what Proper Geezer touched on earlier. It was in regards to the fleeting of life, how quick it is. It's very quick. I know sometimes when things are hard, it seems like life seems to drag on forever. But in the grand scheme of things, if you look back, however old you are right now, I'm guessing most of you guys around here are around the 30s, 40s. If you're around that age, you could probably think back to when you were in school, and it only feels like the other day. You know, just imagine that. That's a good 25 years, 20 years, gone like that, quick. And now the next 20, 30 years seems like a long time when you say it in the future tense. Oh, the next 20, 30 years. But in 20, 30 years, you're going to look back and you're going to go, where did that time go? So quick. So that was part of the element of the bubble, the bubbles. So in regards to that, I had this video of a bubble popping in high speed, meaning that it's caught in slow motion. So you can see how a bubble would look like if we slowed it right down. And this is what your life would look like if you slowed it right down, you know? But when you take a step back and you look at it as a little spark in the infinite eternity, just a single spark in the infinite eternity, you're like, damn, that was quick. But when you're in it, it seems longer. So this is why I want you to see the slow motion, because when you're in the slow motion, when you're in it, when you're involved in it, it feels like forever, but it is gone in an instant. So yeah, we'll just watch this quick little video. So here it goes. Look at that, all the beautiful colors in there, all the colors of the rainbow, creating all these beautiful patterns, and then it's gone. Then it's gone, just as quick it was made. And that was one aspect of it. It was the fact that, here we go. It's the fact that when we blow bubbles, because, you know, I like to blow bubbles. I'm sure everyone does. When you blow bubbles, you have fun with them. You know, they're fun for that few seconds that they get caught on the whisper of air and they just float off and you see two, maybe they bump into each other and then they go off in two different directions or whatever, like whatever's going on with the bubbles, they're doing their thing, and then before you know it, they're gone. That all that joy that you're having fun blowing these bubbles, and then they're gone. We need to be able to enjoy the bubbles more. Instead of thinking about dipping it in and blowing them again, it's like, no. Appreciate that bubble that you have at the moment as much as you can. Truly take it in, truly, because before you know it, the bubble pops. Life disappears like that. Anything can pop that bubble. You can hit a branch, you can hit a leaf, you can hit a blade of grass the wrong way. Boom. The wind can blow you a little bit too hard. Pop. Anything can happen in life. So, like that bubble, you can't do anything to protect the bubble. You can't stop it. It's subject to the forces of God. God will decide what will happen and where it will go and how protected it will be. What you can do in the meantime is appreciate this beauty of life God has given you. Because this is another thing in regards to the bubble aspect. A lot of people are trapped in a bubble, but not in the way that people think. They think the bubble is their own world. Yes, to a certain degree, but you have to understand what it means. Their own world means that they see nothing but themselves. Now, you have to understand how crazy that is. You as a human being don't take up much space, okay? You as a human being, you, I'm talking about you right there, don't take up much space as a human being. That space that you take up is that big. Now look, close your eyes. We'll do it as a group exercise. We'll do this as a group exercise, okay? Close your eyes and just think about your body. Think about the boundaries of your skin. Think about the clothes that you're touching. Think about the seat that you're sitting on. Think about the air that you're breathing, okay? You are within this thing outside of you. You are just feeling the sensations from the skin inwards. You don't feel anything outside of you. Yeah, you feel it from the skin inwards. Even when you touch something, it's the skin sensation that you're feeling. It's not the actual thing you're feeling, if that makes sense. So as you're doing this with your eyes closed, I want you to slowly open your eyes and realize there's so much more out there. There's a whole world out there. There's other people. There's other things. There's other beings. There's other creatures. There's ladybirds and trees and squirrels and beetles and oh my god, there's so many different ants. There's millions and trillions and what is it, trillions, but millions, maybe even billions of different types of ants. Like, there's so much more outside of us. We shouldn't be focused on just ourselves. That's the issue with the being in your own bubble. The being in your own bubble is that skin bubble, the bubble of skin, is all they focus on. Me. How does the world treat me? How do I? And it's never about the world. It's never a thought about you. Instead of I, they never go you, the world. Wow, oh my god, there is so much outside of me. So much exists outside of me. I need to know more about this. I need to understand this. I need to appreciate this more, because this is all a gift. If I am me and this is me, everything outside of me is a gift, because it's not me. It's something I can use. It's something that I have now got the ability to do what I need to do with it. So yeah, that's what it's about, getting out of that bubble of thinking about the me and the I, and looking at the you in the world, and looking at the different things, and understanding that you are a limited space. Stop focusing on that limited space and start focusing on the unlimited space outside of you. Because the funny thing is, once you start looking outside of you, it's easier to find the way in. You can't find the way in if you're looking at yourself through the ego. You need to look outwards to break the ego, find the cracks, and then come back in through those cracks. I hope this is making sense, guys. I hope this is making sense. I think there's one more thing I wanted to touch on bubbles, but I'm going to read a couple of the messages and then I'll quickly skim over that last point I wanted to make on bubbles, and then we'll end the stream here because we're coming up to the hour mark. Where were the chats? There we go. Probably to say silly sing along to, you probably heard it before. Maybe. I've heard a lot of songs. Gospel says I have some dish soap bubbles sometimes. Yeah, no, I use that sometimes as well. If you're really good, you could do a little circle with your fingers. You start off small like that with a soapy hand, then you go whoop, trying to keep that finger connected to the thumb line as you're going up, so it keeps that film of, and then you go, and you can make a nice couple of bubbles before it pops. Obviously, depending on the dish soap and the strength that you make it. Probably says like the flash of light when the sperm fertilizes the egg. Yes, I've heard about that. That is pretty amazing. If you've seen it, yeah, no, I have seen that. I think I saw it on some Muslim Dawah Ganda channel, because I think something in the Quran says that there's a light when something happens, and they're like, "I see the Quran knew that this was this," and yeah, that's how I heard about it. I haven't done my research to see how true it is, because you never know with AI these days, and you can't trust anything on the internet, especially from the Dawah teams. Probably that's pretty amazing. If you've seen it, yes. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Stevie says pretty bubbles in the air. DD says blow bubblegum and sometimes pops in your face into it. Yes, get bubblegum all over my nose, and it's even worse when you've got a beard. So much worse. That's why I don't do it anymore. I used to love doing it as a kid, but yes, as soon as a man beard comes in, it's a nightmare picking out the chewing gum. Sylvie says they fly so high, nearly touch the sky. Gospel DD says like a snowflake, everyone unique. Yes, exactly. Sweet, awesome. We are going well, and now we're going to touch on the last bubble, the bubble. So this actually touches on something I think Propagiza said as well. He said something earlier in regards to, let me see if I could, I don't think I'll be able to find the comment. It's going to be so far up. Oh, wait, I got to the top quick. Oh, maybe I will. No, it's not the top. Yes, the awakening. Perfect, yes. So Propagiza said something about the bubble and the awakening. He hinted at something I was going to touch upon as well. So yeah, perfect, beautiful. So before a bubble is formed, like I said, it's just a thin piece. It's just a thin film of liquid thing that, you know what I mean. It's just fairy liquid, basically. It's just a thin layer of fairy liquid before the bubble is even created. To make the bubble, you need to blow air into it. You need bro. You need to bro it up. You need to bro. Okay, you need to hit the gym. You need to give me 20 press ups. You need to bro. Sorry. You need to blow air into the bubble. You need to blow life into the bubble. Okay? Blow life into the bubble. Blow air into the bubble. For it to come into life, for it to take shape, for it to exist and be beautiful before it decides to, well, when God decides for it, it's time for it to disappear again. So just like that, the air that goes into the bubble comes from the atmosphere. Okay. The air lives inside the bubble, being the bubble, bouncing as the bubble. And then when its time comes, it disappears beautifully and the air returns to the atmosphere where it came from. It's very symbolic to the whole spiritual journey that you come from heaven, you come down into life, you have this human experience, and then when you leave, you return back to where you came from, which was never really far. But while you're experiencing the life of a human being or the life of a bubble, you are the bubble, you are the life, you are living. So it was just to say that life doesn't stop. It keeps going, but it's just a different form of life. And also, the bubbles are something someone else said earlier. I think it was Suvi. Bubbles inside bubbles. Touched upon it. The atmosphere is a bubble, and that bubble maybe has another bubble around it, known as the universe, and that bubble probably has another bubble around it, known as a multiverse. Bubbles on bubbles on bubbles. So that's why it's important to understand that death or the end of a story or a chapter or anything isn't ever the end. There's always the next stage or the next journey or the next adventure. It's what it's all about. It's the next adventure in life, discovering more, learning more about ourselves, our place in the universe, and trying to help each other along the marathon, because it's not a race, it's a marathon, helping each other along the marathon, and having fun along the way, because that's what life is going to be about, growing and enjoying it. But that's pretty much it. Those were my main bubble points I wanted to touch upon. I wanted to break it down a bit further and go into more detail, draw pictures, but I did so much talking at the beginning in regards to the comments, I've had to cut it short. I hope you appreciate it anyway, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I think you guys do, because you guys were all on the same wavelength within the chat, all in different variations. You all touched on the different topics I was going to touch upon beautifully. So chef's kiss, everyone. Chef's kiss, everyone, to yourselves. Little pat on the back. I'm not trying to be patronizing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was so patronizing. I'm not trying to be patronizing. I'm just happy, because I've actually got some feedback from you guys before that you're on the same wavelength. I should have done this before my previous conversations. I've never just actually got a gauge of where you guys are at. I've always just said my piece. So yeah, maybe I need to do this more often. But I like where you guys are thinking. I like the fact that you're breaking out of old thought patterns. It's cool. It's cool. Or maybe you already always have, and maybe I'm just seeing it more. Life's about learning. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here and enjoying this with me. If you do have the link for the bubble bath product, Propaganda, please do drop the link, and I'll play that little clip now. And otherwise, let's have a quick read of these few last chats, and then I'll also make the, I forgot what I called it now, the bubble point, whatever I call it. I'll make that noise. Give the gospel of Jesus. This is the air I breathe, his holy presence living in me. Every breath you take, God is with you. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I thought you were going to go, every breath you take and every move you make. And I don't remember the rest of the words, which is weird, because I think that's the main part. That's of course, it's just not coming to me. Probably says, aren't we all just bubbles? Yes, exactly. We're all bubbles. We're all specks of sand. We're all starlights blinking out of existence. We are one and all. Gospel says, living in a bubble, baby. God got you. So he says, has your bubble popped? Why is everyone asking about bubbles popped? It's not just Suvi's asked it. I think Gospel Didi was asking it as well. What's my bubble? Maybe I'm missing. Maybe it's going over my head. What's my bubble popping? I told you I'm slow. I am super slow. Didi says, in the womb, in the bubble. Exactly. Bubbles. Suvi says, where are you at the moment with your bubble at the... Okay, What do you mean by my bubble? Oh, by my life. Is that what you mean? Like where's my bubble floating to in life? I don't know. I always let God decide. It's not up to me. And I'm not worried about where it goes. I'm just excited for the journey. It's nice to see something interesting happen, something good happen, something bad happen, something I could grow from. Whatever. He's the master planner. He knows what's best. It's all good. If that's what you meant with my bubble. I think there's some inside joke I don't know, but it's fine. You guys could have you. Or maybe it's just me being super slow. Propagator says, I think you need a song about bubbles. Yeah. You and Gospel have mentioned it. I will think of something. I will think about something. But like I said, the concepts were a bit deeper than just life is just a bubble. Don't let it pop. I wanted it to have more meanings than that, and trying to put that into just a catchy song as well is going to be a little bit harder. But I'll do my best. For you guys. I'll make a bubble song. That'll be. I'm actually quite excited to do it. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like a challenge, so I'm quite excited to do it. But I'll do that for you guys. Gospel says, "I stay in a bubble, protected. It will never pop." God bless, guys. User says, "I put it in the chat. Give me a sec. I'll get it. Thank you. Song, every breath you take. I'll be watching you. Yes, that's it. I'll be watching you. Something beautiful, something good. All our confusions he understood. All we had to offer him was brokenness and strife. He made something beautiful out of our lives." That's awesome. Did you write that yourself, Gospel? Didi. Something beautiful, something good. All our confusions he understood. All we have to offer him was brokenness and strife. He made something beautiful out of our lives. Love it. God is amazing like that. He's awesome. While we wait, it's a song called Something Beautiful. Cool. While we wait for the link for the bubble bath, hashtag not sponsored. If that bubble bath still is around and want to be sponsored or want to sponsor me even, please go ahead and reach out. I was just thinking about that. It's just me sponsoring bubble bath. That'd be funny. Of all the things I could sponsor, sorry, not me sponsoring. That could sponsor the channel, bubble bath. Cool. While we're waiting, yep. So if you're new here and you like this kind of content, just me here chatting randomness, talking about life, growth, things, hopefully things that help you see life in a different way that allows you to grow and be best version of yourself for you. Then please go ahead and subscribe. If you do subscribe, I suggest hitting the bell notification and selecting all, so you get all notifications. Hit the like button only if you like the video. Hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. Let me know why you liked it or why you didn't like it. And you can always press the share button. Share it on your timeline, I think the timeline's Instagram or your reel or whatever. If you want to share it to your friends, WhatsApp, whatever, do your thing. Only if they like it. Suvi says you can make a bubble beard if they sponsor you. Yes, exactly. Sponsor at the Mr. Mitty. Yeah, we'll see. Right, I doubt that. I don't think they're around anymore. This was like such an old company, like old school company. If it's the same one I'm thinking of, I'm thinking like a white and blue. I think it was a blue hat he had, which was the cap, and then it was like a white and blue bottle-y kind of look for the guy, and I think he had like a mustache as well, or maybe I'm confusing him with the Pringles one at that point. We'll see if we get the link. We'll give him another minute. If not, we'll have to end it here. Gospel says, like if you like, yes, like if you like, share if you share, subscribe only if. Gospel dropping the music links. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Suvi says Greek bot. Okay, thank you, Suvi. And Mr. Matey Bubbles. Okay. Go. I don't think Portuguese is gonna make it back. I think he might have lost that link. Hopefully, I'll watch the link anyway in my own personal time. He did drop it in the chat, guys. So if you really want to watch it, just go back in the chat and find the link. If not, Portuguese could always. You've got to play the link. Yeah, I have the link. That's what I said. If you could copy paste it, I couldn't scroll back to the top, but it's fine. It's no stress. It's no stress. Don't worry about it, bro. Play the link, dude. I don't have the link. You drop me the links for my music. I can play that song, no problem. I like my music. But yeah, the other link for the bubble bath thing is way, 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 way up. I ain't gonna be able to find that. So we'll end it here. But thank you all for joining again for the extended long version, I guess. There we go. Did it. Did the bingy sound. And probably says it's a 30-second TV. Yeah, I'm happy to play it if I had the link. I don't have the link, so I'm not gonna play it. It is what it is. And if you still don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, I don't have the link, bruh. Bruh. All right, cool. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But maybe another stream tomorrow, a nice mini one, mini-ish, chill stream. But otherwise, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you all. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Take care all. Bye all. Peace.